PM1s didn't have cabinets, so I have no idea why Tentec marked that as a PM1. Somebody put a cabinet on it, but ending or whatever on it's different. $18 Manassas Ham Fest in summer of 1984. So it's kind of a literal peanut whistle. It's kind of a 1970s version of a Pixie, except made in Tennessee instead of some communist country that killed a lot of our military people in Korea. Oh, and we trade with too much, but we don't trade with Cuba.
Yeah. You need to get rid of that mixer. I think that thing is dying. Pop, pop, and your video or your audio goes away for a few words, and then it comes back, and then pop, and then it's okay for a couple of minutes, and then pop, pop, pop. I think it's that mixer is dying. You need to put that thing in the garbage. Either that or open it up and look for capacitors in there that that have a big dome on the top, because I'm pretty sure that's what that is.
Well, your audio and we're doing the exact same thing right now. Oops. Your audio cut out, poppity pop, and your signal went out, and I got the rainbow flag.
Huh. Well, if my audio's doing it, then that's not what the problem is, and the problem is up on the hill. Yeah, I'm monitoring my transmitter output to see. I saw it drop, but I was still transmitting. So, not the problem I was having before. So I don't know. That's why they call it amateur, I guess. Anyway, the bands have been pretty good. 10 meters been open. Been lots of activity here, there, and everywhere. So I don't know. Might play radio tonight. I did hear you last night, the beginning of your transmission, when you were trying to explain to the guy what your name was. I copied that, and then it went down into my noise level. I didn't have the SDR on. I was working on the band. My TS. Yeah, see, that was not me. I was looking at the bar. It's perfect. Was working on my TS 830, and I got it all cleaned up and completely serviced from top to bottom, and so I'm ready for the vintage sideband net.
Video cut out the first, and then it went. It doesn't pop. It goes. There's kind of a frog, but your picture, and then the picture another time. But that's some hill get thing. Knowing I work N6AF after the net Tuesday. He had just restored a Atlas 210X, was running it at half power into a dipole and the net control down south heard them just fine. Next time didn't hear me well. I don't know why. I wish they'd moved the net to 8 o'clock at night like they did AMI. They moved AMI when the time changed to 8 o'clock. But I had a nice QSO with him. He's in Redwood City. The AMI net control last night was WA6JKN and Gilroy, and he was just pegging the meter with that KW1 or KWS1, whatever big Collins rig. I figured, and I don't know, he must have heard me just as well. And K6SP heard me S9 to the east, but I got this hill in the way to the south, so I don't know. But I can get to New Zealand with the same antenna on 10 meters. Yeah, the bands have been good. I heard in LU8 in Argentina over the weekend, last weekend with the WPX SSB contest. I didn't operate in it, but I heard him just on the 10-meter rig in the dipole at the house. Guy was S9 or 40 over, just booming. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, peg. I've never heard a station that far away, that strong in that little sorry-ass setup I have there. So, I figured you want to run the S-line, but you can check into the Collins collectors net with the S-line. But yeah, Kenwood TS830. Yeah, I've written down a bunch of rigs. I should type them all up in a file, Word file, PDF it, and email it to you. So he knows who's who in the zoo and who's doing what. But anyway, and then there's that 40-meter AM net Saturday morning. I might try that because this start for her hill morning, so I'll be up. So I think they're 72.93, and I'll just tune up this bad boy. Give it a half hour, it doesn't drift much. Oops. All right, let's see how much audio you copy W6DTV from that thing and 4DLA.
Yeah, quite a bit of it. The beginning of your transmission, it cut out about 6 or 8 times, and I lost a bit. In the middle was perfect. No drops, no cutouts, no nothing. And then toward the end, it started popping and banging again. You're going to have to ask Fred about that. It's got to be something weird if it's happening to me and it's happening to you. Your audio certainly isn't too hot, so I don't know what the problem is. Remains to be seen. Anywho, well, we should probably get off of here and let other people tune if they so desire. I think I saw JPN in there, so anyway, I'm going to back out of here, go get a cup of coffee, and catch up with you shortly. Yeah, the Collins, the S-line, I haven't got the transmitter on the air yet. I just I recapped the power supply, and got to get all the appropriate cables to hook everything up, and then I'll do a test on that as well. So I was just happy to get the 830S up and running, because that was my first ham radio rig before I was even licensed. I had that thing about years before I got licensed, so it's got a special place on the shelf here. Okay, catch up with you in a bit. Hope my audio was there. W6DTV in Livermore, 57 degrees.
It's 55 here in Orinda, and yeah, you only cut out one little time, but it's a so my boombox there that you gave me might be making the problem worse. So I might want to bypass that thing. But the whole reason I put that thing on is having audio issues. Let me out of here. Let other homies tune up N4DLA or into QTV, which means standing by for you on this frequency, but in CW probably.
Repeaters checking in. Visitors.
All right. Let's see if this works without a ton of feedback. Okay, we're getting there.
Hey, everyone checking in. We'll catch you next time. This is KJ6KYT.
All right, I think we're getting there.
ATV net.
All right, audio 1, 2, 3, 4.
The time is 8 p.m. WZGX repeater.
All right, good evening, everybody. This is Jim, K6SOE, your net control for tonight's ATV net. Is there any emergency or priority traffic? Okay, hearing none, are there any announcements for the net tonight? All right, are there any announcements for the net tonight? Oh, okay. I can fix that here for a second. 1, 2, 3. All right, see how that sounds there. Okay. All right. So we'll mute this, go back to see if there's any announcements for tonight's net. All right. Well, The only announcement I've got is stay tuned for the auction next month, which is April 22nd. It's live at the club meeting space, which is at the church in Lafayette, or you can do it on Zoom. So watch your email for any announcements regarding that. So, are there any other announcements for tonight's ATV Net? All right. Hearing none, we'll start with check-ins. Well, actually, if you're not watching ATV directly, you can log into w6cxatv.mdarc.org, w6cxatv.mdarc.org, or tune into Media MDARC at YouTube. And there's instructions on the BATC website to log into whereby.com/ATN1 if you've got video capability. So tune in there and we'll get you on the net here subsequently. We'll go to check-ins now. Let's start with Fred, WB6ASU.
Okay, we put WB6ASU definitely stuck in a campo. Let's see, for those of you who can't see very well, see how this comes over the picture. There you go. Fairly nice sunset up on Diablo tonight. So it would have been better earlier, but the net started. It'll get better as we get closer to summer. Here comes the picture back again. Yeah. Anyway, oh, they scored. You can tell what I'm doing. One eye on this TV and the other eye on the bigger TV where they just tied the game up. So anyway, not a whole lot new mechanically or electronically around here. It's been a fight. I did spend 4 hours on the big lawnmower today, and I got about 21 hours of mowing, so I got a few more to go. I'm going to try and split it up in like every other day or something. But anywho, that time of year, and believe me, it's tall. Oh. Okay. I don't know what picture that is. Up on, for those of you who don't get ATV directly off the hilltop, you're missing it. We've got 4 channels up there, and you can see all kinds of neat stuff going on, plus all kinds of other wonderfulness. So there's something to think about. All it takes is a free-to-air receiver and some kind of outside antenna, and if you're close, you don't need much of an antenna. And then you're ready, once you receive it, then you're ready to start transmitting on it. And transmitters are getting cheaper. I just wish they would get back making the line minis again. Oh well, anyway, that's probably about it from here. I think I gave Jim enough time to get everything rebooted. Alright. W6ASU in the campo.
Okay, Fred, thank you for checking in tonight. And I need to mute a few things here, and hopefully what's going on the television is working on the Whereby channel there. We got a couple of people watching. I see Matheson has got his picture of the East Bay. It looks like a live camera looking across from Berkeley to San Francisco or somewhere. So, can't really tell exactly where he's pointed, but he is a prime object there on Whereby. So, anyway, that's what I'm watching on my side. Yeah, tune in to whereby.com/ATN1 and you'll see what's going on. Now, if you're watching live, you can tune in to channel 4 of the repeater and see what's going on also. So, anyway, let's see if Chris is out here tonight. W6ATV. Oh, I guess no Chris tonight. Let's go over to Matthew, N4DLA.
Okay, good evening. This is Matthew, N4DLA. See how well the audio holds up. Good evening to my wonderful wife, Peggy.Cat. We had a short but enjoyable trip to Fort Miley area, Land's End of San Francisco today for some Celtic harp. What on earth? Celtic harp maintenance. Go have to adjust your television set. And found a nice spot at Fort Miley for maybe a Parks on the Air activation sometime when there aren't a lot of tourists around. Really nice weather. Let's see, special event this weekend. The California Historical Radio Society at 2157 Central Avenue in Alameda is having their spring electronic surplus swap sale. So starts at 8 in the morning. Come on down. I can't go, but I've gone before. It's a very enjoyable event. You could always dig out something very interesting. And there's books, there's parts, radios, a lot of things that need new homes and need fixing up. And let's see, tomorrow's April Fool's Day. So you'll have an April Fool's article in this month's edition of the Mount Diablo Amateur Radio Club's Carrier Newsletter. So that should be very, I hope people enjoy that. It's about our dear friends who use the initials FCC. So great signals out of WB6ASU, and W6DTV was on earlier, as well as Net Control, whose audio never cuts out, unlike mine. So one of these days I've got to figure out what's wrong with that. So apologize in advance to everybody for this. All right, back to you, Jim. K6SOE from N4DLA, Orinda.
All right, Matthew, thank you for checking in tonight. Your audio is solid on 2 meters, that's what counts, so. And where's my muting button here? That I'm not sure of the audio on ATV though. We need to get a hammer and fix that. So let's see if we've got a check-in from Pat, KK6DBX. Nope, no Pat tonight, either audio or video. Let's go over to Dave, WB6DTB, see what's new with him. Okay, no Dave? Let's try John, W6DTV in Livermore.
Yeah, W6D TV. John in Livermore. Yeah, I was fiddling around with this whereby, yeah, good luck. You can't just do what you say and go to that site. You got to go to that site and you got to log in. You got to create an account. You got to sign your life away. Still haven't got there. Examine my continue without devices. Yeah, it isn't that easy. It's just going to one place and the repeater pops up. But anyway, oh well. I don't need to look at it there because I have a real receiver. I don't need to do it on the confuser. What's going on here? 56 degrees in Livermore now. Been working on the bench the past couple of days. I did a complete service on the Kenwood TX830 sugar that I've had since way before I was licensed. So I got that thing all spiffed up on the air, and looks like it's working just like brand new, which I like. Other than that, I went today and got my second booster shot, and I'm going to Europe the middle of next month, so decided, I'm going to be stuck in an airplane for 10 or 11 hours and going to be going out to dinner, and the mask thing is no more, so I thought, yeah, what could it hurt? But I'll tell you what it hurt. I felt like crap all day today. Can't get out of my own way, which is sort of a normal state, but a little worse today than normal. Anyway, that's it from here, Jim. Thanks for doing the net, and I'll kick it back to you. W6D living more.
All right, John. Thank you for checking in tonight. And yeah, going to Europe, that's going to be a trek. You have to take your own petroleum with you. You might not find any over there. So that'll be an interesting trip for you there. So we'll stay tuned for the details. So, all right. Thanks for checking in. Let's go over to Stan, NJ6E. See what's new with him. Okay. No Stan tonight. How about Ron, N6GKJ? See if he's around. Okay, we give the other John an early check-in. Let's go over to Kevin, KK6JPN. I think he's alive tonight.
Yes, I'm live. I don't see any picture yet. There we go. I'm freshly back up from Moraga this afternoon, which is usually a fairly easy, straightforward drive. We come across on Highway 12. And Tuesday morning, well, Tuesday lunchtime, I finally made it in to the Mecca Cafe. We've been trying to go there for so long, and it seems like every time we plan to go there, they close that day. But anyhow, we finally made it. and I ordered the mini burrito because I didn't want a really big burrito. Mini one sounded perfect. But guess what? A mini burrito is about, I don't know, 10 or 12 inches long and weighs many pounds. It's nothing mini at all. It's more of a maxi burrito, I guess. But anyhow, it was good. It was good, and certainly fed me. Other than that, still cycling through some of my old Kenwood stuff here. At the moment, what is it on the bench? There's a Kenwood 450 on the bench at the moment, and that's kind of nice. It sounds nice, and it seems almost as sensitive as the 890, but I haven't really tried it side by side, so probably not. Anyhow, that's about all there is from up here in Sutter Creek this week. So back to you. Thanks for doing the net down there. KK6 JPN in Sutter Creek, waiting for his test card to come up to show that he's closing.
Okay, Kevin, thank you for checking in tonight. Your audio video is good tonight, and yeah, well, there's nothing small about anything. That sometimes miniature is big and big is small, but glad you could make it down there. So, all right. I want to check with my neighbor here, see if he's pointed his antennas in the right direction. W6MEW, are you okay? No mic tonight. Now I sent Owen on a sabbatical. He's out gathering more pictures to show on ATV. So he'll be back in a week or so. I'm Jim, K6SOE, your net control. Let's see. Oh, let me stretch over here and look. That Peggy.Cat was watching earlier. We got Bernie, AF6 or AF9 US, and Kevin is watching on the stream on BATC. And I see we got Matheson is watching on whereby.com, and yeah, John in Livermore. All I needed to do is just type in whereby.com/ATN1 and it all pops up, so I'm not sure. The registration is if you wanted to have a whole page of your own there, so we'll see how it works here, see if you can get logged in. So, alright, I don't have too much else new here. Let's go over to Jerry, KB6T, see what's new with him. All right, well, that's the list as I have it here. Let me see if there's a way I can port in Matheson. I think he's on channel 4 right now. So, let me have him check in here and see what's up. Hopefully it isn't a whole bunch of feedback. So Matheson, take it away on channel 4. K6SOE.
I won't stop!
Okay, well, that was almost successful. For everybody that tuned into Channel 4, they got to see Matheson. And I'm still in the upper corner there on Channel 4, so that's a good deal. So it wasn't a whole slew of feedback. So I think I know what I need to do is just not have anything turned on locally here that's an audio source. So that's a good thing. So anyway, Matheson, thank you for checking in. Stick around a little bit and we'll converse on whereby after the net. So at this point in time, we'll go for any missed or late video check-ins. Come now.
Kilo November 6, Alpha, Jeff, that's the state.
PPA, go ahead.
Yes, Kilo November 6, Alpha, running late. I just caught up with you fine folks and wanted to make sure my radio was getting KS6 PAA.
All right. Yep, you're making the hilltop just fine. So thanks for checking in here. And right now we'll didn't see any other video check-ins, but we will entertain audio check-ins for the ATV net. This is Jim, K6SOE. We'll go Alpha through Golf, A through G.
This is Kilo Juliet 6 Alpha Tango.
Go ahead. Alpha Tango, go ahead.
This is KJ6AAT, David, in Richmond. Guest check-in.
All right, thank you for checking in. Are you watching ATV tonight?
Unfortunately not. I need to buy a few more pieces of equipment. Thank you, KJ6AAT.
All right, well, thank you for checking in tonight. And good signal from Richmond. Any other check-ins, Alpha through Golf? All right, hearing none. Hotel through November. Hotel through November. Hotel through November. Oscar through Sierra. The audio check-ins for the ATV net. Okay. Tango through Zulu. Tango through Zulu.
KA3 BDT, Will in Walnut Creek.
Good evening, Will. What's new with you tonight?
Well, I wasn't able to get to the computer. I've been doing some chores and things. But it'd be interesting to hear what Fred was talking about. He said the transmitters are getting cheap. But what's even cheaper is those free-to-air receivers. And I'll let it drop and make an announcement. $25, and like Fred said, an easy antenna. I even have some designs that I've used about 15 miles away from the ATV repeater. Little Yankee that I make with a wooden boom. So if anybody's interested, the free-to-air receivers, this is my call sign, but I'll give it phonetically. Stand by. Yeah, that's a kilo alpha 3, or delta, like kilo alpha Victor delta. Anybody wants receivers up in Walnut Creek, and you can see, look at the 4 channels off of the mountain. I've already pre-programmed these satellite receivers, and that's net control, KA3 BDT.
Okay, Will, good deal. Glad to hear it. That yeah, if you're not watching ATV, you're just not getting the picture. That there's 4 of them to watch, and there's only one of them that's on the internet. So you're just not getting all the pictures if you're not watching it live. So, all right, thanks for checking in, Will. The deal is there for sure, so check him out. That's all the check-ins I've got right now. We'll see if there's anybody else that needs to check in before we close the net. This is Jim, K6SOE. All right. Hearing none, at this time I'm going to invite everybody to come back to do this all over again next week at 8 p.m. And Tuesdays at 6 p.m. and Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. for the bathrobe net. And just like Dan says, if you're not watching ATV, you're just not getting the picture. So we'll say 7-3. Wish everybody a good week in ham radio. And we'll see a few of you over there on whereby.com/ATN1. K6SOE 7-3.